This is the Nightrider for viola. First, I'm going to give a little tutorial, talk you through it, and then I'm going to play through it 2 times. The goal speed for this one is allegro, metronome speed at 138, which is actually pretty quick. I'm going to play it through 1 time slowed down at 80, and then I'm going to play it a 2nd time at 138 so you can hear it at the quicker speed. First thing we want to look at in the beginning, we have a forte, and you have those little sideways V's, your accents. So on those notes, you're going to make sure you're lower in the bow, you're really digging in. In measure 3, you drop down to piano. So we're going to stay closer to our balance point, middle area of our bow, not a lot of weight, not a lot of bow. If you jump down to measure 47, so in 47, you're going to see we have 3 notes in a measure and they have a curved line over them. That's called a slur. When we have a slur, it means we put all 3 of those notes in the same bow direction. So you're going to play a down bow, and in that down bow, you're going to play A, B, C sharp. The next measure would be B, C sharp, D. Next measure, C sharp, B, A. So really smooth, long bows. Here at 47, we have a 1st and 2nd ending. So the first time you play through, you're going to play 47 all the way up through 52. And then you can see underneath that bracket with the 1, you have a big bar that says 2. That means you're resting for 2 whole measures. So when you get to that 1st ending, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then the repeat sign sends us back to 47. The 2nd time, start at 47, play through 52. This time, because it's the 2nd time we're playing through, we're going to jump to the 2nd ending. So from measure 52, you're going to jump to measure 55. Then we get to 57. First thing you have to pay attention to is it says 2nd time only. So that means the first time we play 57, violas don't play. You rest. But you have to count and follow along, because after the 1st ending at 64, we're going to go back to 57, and you have to be ready to come in. 57, you're going to play 58, 59, 60, 61. Now, because it's the 2nd time that the whole orchestra is playing it, you're going to jump to the 2nd ending. So you're going to play from 52 to 55. Not 52 to 55. We're going to play from 61 and jump to 65. In measure 67, you can see that's Caleno, and that's where we are going to bounce the stick of the bow against the string to create the sound. So you can see it's an open A. I'm just gonna flip my bow hold so that the stick of the bow is here, and that way I can use my fingers, my wrist to control it, to bounce it. We still have a rhythm we have to count and play carefully. 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3, which if you look at the beginning is our same rhythm in the first 2 measures. 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2, 3. In measure 72, where it says arco, you're going to add your bow. Measure 73, we have that fermata, so you're going to hold it till I cut you off. Now it says DC al coda. The DC tells us to go back to measure 1. So from measure 73, you're going to go back to measure 1. And this time you're going to play all the way up to 43. At the end of measure 43, it says to coda. So this time you're going to jump to the coda, which is measure 74. This one doesn't really have too many tricky notes. It's just new notes on the G string. And because we have no sharps in the key signature, when we come to an F, it's going to be F natural. So we're going to be playing low 2 on the D string. So D, first finger for E, low 2 for that F natural, which means if we have a G that follows, you're going to have a space between 2 and 3. You will see in measure 47, you have C sharp and F sharp written in. So there you will play high 2s. Here we go. Play through at 80. 1 and 2, 3. rest, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, get set, 2, 47. One, 2, 3, 1, 2, 47. Second ending. 57, rest, 2, 3, 58, 2, 3, 59, 60, 61, 62, we're in the first ending, 63, 64, back to 57, 1, 2, second ending, 1, 2, 3. We hold, I'll cut you off, and back to the beginning.